Since I'm a musician, since I'm thinking as a human being, my wish was to find this kind of musical communication which is able to open human's body, human's heart and human's soul. The ultimate way of communication is really making music and is really singing. When we sing together, it's not only a question of intonation, a question of right tones and interpretation of the score. It's a question of how our souls can feel this music. To understand what's the composer's intention of the soul and of its heart, this is not written in the score. So the only way to find it out is to let it flow to your body, this kind of energy when you're singing a piece from a composer that you want and that you have the intention to understand what the composers mean with this music. I want to touch the heart from the audience, from the people, to go into the heart is really the greatest gift of all.
What's the best for you? You have to find your way. But the really hardest thing is to conduct.
We learn from each other how I can explain music to somebody from Italy or somebody from Spain or somebody from Russia, which they have their own understanding of making this kind of music. I learn a lot of the cultures they are coming from, and I learn a lot of the behavior and how they open their heart for singing and for their culture and for their music. Singing helps to understand that there is much more outside that we can see, but you can only find it inside when you open your heart, when you open your soul, that it comes to you. And it's a feeling of love, without fear, without nothing. The students who came to me, most of them had finished their studies, have master degrees in conducting, and they brought their own technique. So what I did is to find the way how they can express themselves. Yeah? It's not a question of technique, it's a question really of open the heart. It's a kind of a field which is surrounding us, so we are connected to everything. And when the conductor opens the heart and puts his energy out, and only one person in the choir gets the energy in his heart, he gives it to the next singer. And so only from one person, from the conductor, has this energy, and the conductor is completely in the field of emotion. I could see that some of the audience had tears in their eyes. Yeah. It's really no question of the technique, it's the question to be in the music and to offer the singers my emotions. When I'm thinking while I'm conducting, I'm lost in space because I have to look at the score and think, oh, wow, what's happening now? Oh, page turn, oh, he's forte and so on. I have to conduct like this and so. and then I'm completely out of the emotion.
And I noticed that I have to give this earlier than I do the choir.
This is what I wanted to tell the conductors. Don't think about anything when you're conducting. Feel the emotion. I had this typical German education at the university that you're doing everything with the brain. You analyze the score. And of course, it's important to know what the composers meant when he's written a piano or a forte. After they're 200 years dead and we're sitting there, oh, what a great piece. And we want to analyze every note, every note, every note, and he's composed it in 1 hour. We have to discover what's behind the notes. You are forced to only see the bars and nothing behind. That's music. And you have to understand that the singers need time to understand this crescendo too. And when there's 6 beats, then it takes 6 beats. What's the problem? I tried to get off of this analytic thinking about music and try to understand what emotion is. Singing is the greatest gift because we can express directly our soul to other people. When you play an instrument, you have something between you. The singing is direct speech of the soul. Yeah? And when you singing and open the heart at the same time, then you can develop an audience from silence to crying to overwhelming to all these things. You don't need an instrument, you have everything inside. It's my big wish to promote choral singing in Germany, in Europe, worldwide, yeah? To bring it to the people and to show them what happens when you open your heart and your soul. Everyone has a voice and everyone can sing, and you have to discover your voice and believe in yourself that singing is the greatest gift God gave to us. Thank you. Is this a good effect?
Yeah.